Good afternoon, Rishabh ji.
Very good afternoon, sir. How are you?
All good, all good. Nice profile pic.
Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to come online. I believe we are starting with all the students on board as of now. Very good afternoon to one and all.
A pretty long beard.
Sir, you know how
Usually have been
coronavirus has
maintained.
helped. I believe we should have mandated all the parlors and the saloons to be open during the same time. It would have helped the male crowd very much.
Usually you have been maintaining also. I have noticed your earlier
I
profile pic.
have. Yes, yes. No, but I was looking forward to get clean shave today. But I thought once we are done with the same s- seminar for the students, webinar for the students, we'll look forward to it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Please.
So let's start the session. Is Neha there? Nimla?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please
Yes,
start.
sir.
If you can please switch on your camera. If it's on working mode. Great,
Yes, sir.
great.
So, good morning, everyone. I, Neha Demla, on behalf of JK Business School, would like to welcome Mr. Rishabh Virmani, who is the Manager, Campus Relation at Jaro Education. He is one of the leading edtech company in the Indian education sector, catering to the needs of working professionals by offering varied management programs through online mode with the best-in-class learning methodology. Mr. Rishabh Virmani is leading the business at Pan India campuses, handling B2B corporate relations and tie-ups, delivering exceptional growth in the bottom line, visiting Tier 1 and Tier 2 colleges to get the best of suitable talent for various profiles in different departments under Jaro Group, while establishing and nurturing customer level relationships with the new corporate partners. Today, he is here with us to talk about the challenges faced by the edtech companies during this lockdown. Now, I would like Mr. Vishal Birmani to address the students. Thanks.
Thank you, Neha.
So thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you so much, sir, for the platform to have a word with the students and had the opportunity to guide them, enlighten them about the kind of difficulties that definitely we are facing in the kind of business that we are looking forward to, plus the kind of opportunities for education sector has emerged. And also, definitely, the limelight goes to whether how people they will be able to realize to whether how online education is very much important during times like these. So going ahead, uh, I would just like to throw some light on the very gradual time from the time this pandemic had started. March 2020 will forever be known in the education community as the month when almost all the world schools shut their doors. So about it, I do also have a presentation. We'll be sharing it with you. We'll also be telling you guys about the kind of risk and challenges that the education industry has been facing. So on March 1, six government instituted nationwide school closures due to the deadly coronavirus pandemic. And by the end of the month, close to 185 countries had closed, affecting 90% of the world's students. The speed of these closures and the rapid move to distance learning has allowed little move to distance learning, has allowed little time for planning or reflection on both the potential risk to safeguard against and the potential opportunities to leverage. With every crisis comes deep challenges and opportunities for transformation. Past education crises have shown that it is possible to build back better. So, adding to the same topic, before we go ahead, I would just like to throw a little light on the kind of experience I have had. I mean, I don't have a very long years of experience in the industry and comes in with only 2.5 years of experience. Jaro Education as an organization, guys, is my first organization, and uh, started on with the very niche sales profile with them. I was working as a student counselor, the working professional student counselor for a B2C sales role with Jaro Education at Mumbai as a location space. Was basically taking care of the enrollments of the kind of products, the services we have for the working professionals in the industry. So Jaro Education as an organization, you guys must be aware of. I would take 2 minutes to introduce it. So Jaro Education as an organization, guys, we are basically into higher education, helping the working professionals in the industry to look forward to better education, to look forward to easy learning, wherein they can simultaneously look forward to pursuing their career. And that is how it is. So we come up with more than 10 institutes empaneled with us, and we provide their higher education courses, their short tenure certification courses to the working professionals in the industry. So during my initial 5 months of B2C sales role with Jaro Education, I took care of the admissions part. Here on, got promoted to take care of the corporate relations, got a transfer done at Delhi NCR. So as of now, I'm stationed at Gurgaon and have been taking care of the corporate relations, wherein we look forward to engaging with the heads of various corporates, MNCs, about the learning and development projects that we can help them into by providing their employees better education. Thereon, I started to look forward to the campus relations as well, wherein I have been in the major role to recruit pan-India students, let it be any university, any institute, any college. I've been recruiting the students for the niche sales profile with us, or for any other opportunity you have to look forward to with Jaro Education. Is about the kind of experience that I have over the period of time with Jaro Education. Have recently completed 2.5 years with them. So in the same 2.5 years of experience, I have been able to get into very good depth about how edtech as an space is coming, is emerging, and going on. We'd like to share with you guys the kind of risk and challenges and opportunities we are looking forward to. So here is a small presentation that I would like to share with you. I believe it is very much available to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Sure, just a moment. All right. So, guys, understanding the edtech as an industry first, it is short for education technology, refers to new technological implementations in the classroom, into higher education, into corporates, into elementary, into K-12 model that you guys must be aware of, that a lot of organizations are working into. So Byju's is there. We have Top Scholars, Jaro Top Scholars, which is the recently launched vertical of Jaro as an organization that is into providing kindergarten to 12th class studies. Then we have higher education. Then we also have doctorate courses coming up, wherein we are looking forward to the working professionals with more than 8 years, 10 years of experience to look forward to online education as a medium. Talking about MOOCs and how the EdTech as an organization, as a space has been able to emerge is only because we have come up with technological revolution in the industry out there, and cloud computing, I'm sure you guys must be aware of, has come in place, wherein we are able to take a lot of experience-led instructors online, video courses online, different quizzes online, test papers, games for the students to engage in online. And through this cloud service, we have been able to make a learning management system through which we have been able to provide the users out there the kind of education that they can look forward to. So the basic goal of EdTech is to improve the student outcome, the student, be it a working professional with X number of years in the industry, or a K-12 student, anyone, provide an enhanced individualized education and reduce teaching burden from the instructors. Understanding EdTech is all about this. Going ahead, about the top risk and opportunities for the education in the face of COVID-19, I would like to throw the light on these few points that I have been able to jot down for you guys. So, distance learning will reinforce teaching and learning approaches that we know do not work well. So, having an understanding of the same point, many countries are shifting to distance learning approaches, whether through distributing physical packets of materials for students or through using technology to facilitate online learning. And there are real risks because many of these approaches can be very didactic when you are just asking students to sit and quietly watch videos. You sit in the front of a system, you start looking at the presentation, you just go so indulged in them, and you sometimes don't find them very much engaging or very helpful. So that is a kind of risk that we are coming up with. You're just asking students to sit and quietly watch videos, read documents online, or click through presentations. That is really dull, uh, because we have not been practicing this before. Definitely the millennials who are coming forward, maybe the students, maybe the children who are getting born in 20s, in the 1990s, or they are the geek uh, people. They are very much captivated about the kind of technology is coming in. But the people who have been before have been using the only traditional form of education. They have been into books. So online education is hard to adapt. The worst form of learning is to sit passively and listen, and this may be the form that most students will receive during school closures. It serves no one well, especially those who are the furthest behind. Going ahead, about the educators will be overwhelmed and unsupported to do their jobs well. See, the teachers had little or very little, had little and or no notice about their schools closing and shifting to online learning. This can be challenging for anybody. They have shared that they are overwhelmed with all sorts of materials and products, and we are seeing educators begin to push back and request help filtering through all the resources to find those that are quality. At the same time, teachers are just like the rest of us in that they are experiencing this strange new world as mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, and maybe grandparents. They're trying to deal with their individual lives and take care of their kids and find new ways to make sure that learning also continues. So, haven't we been practicing the same online education from way before and have been giving it good uh, attention to learn, we would not be facing such difficulties today. But that is how it is. The protection and safety of children will be harder to safeguard. Definitely, we have stringent processes around checking who has access to children during school, in after school clubs and sports. Schools have safeguard measures in place to ensure that predators toward children, such as pedophiles, cannot access young people. Now, once you move to online learning in a home environment, you cannot safeguard against this. People have to be mindful about the design of online learning so that bad individuals don't get to children outside of their home. School closures will widen the equity gaps. Definitely, over the last decade or so, progress has been made in the number of students who have access to devices and connectivity, making this move to online learning possible. At the same time, not every child has access to digital devices or internet connectivity at home. And also, definitely, if we give notice to this, we need to ensure those kids get access to learning resources as well. This means that learning resources need to be available on every kind of device, and it means that the kids who don't have access will still need to find a way to reach them. So, can be a possibility we come up with poor experiences. We come up with poor experiences with edtech during the pandemic. Will make it harder to get buy-in later for good use of edtech. So we know that some students who will use edtech during the pandemic will have a poor experience because they are not used to it, like I just mentioned. So during the virus, we are basically trying the edtech enabled learning approaches. Uh, though they are terrible, look at my test scores or something are the kind of reviews that the students can come up with. This will happen. People will become unhappy because the mental health effects of being isolated will be profound. We must be prepared for that. Those experiences are really important to learn. Those poor experiences are basically very important to learn what does and what doesn't work. Going ahead, talking about the opportunities to leverage. I believe blended learning approaches will be tried, tested, and will be increasingly used. We know that the more engaging learning styles are ones that are more interactive, and that face-to-face learning is better than 100% online learning. Definitely, you guys would love to come to class, have an interactive session with the teachers, and then we'll be able to grasp more out of it. But we also know blended learning can draw on the best of both worlds and create a better learning experience than 100% face-to-face learning. If after having done 100% online at the end of this, I think it's quite possible that we can then think about rebalancing the mix between face-to-face and online. So let's say we can say that you guys must have not been attending a lot of Zoom meetings or maybe a Google Meet kind of webinars like you guys are attending with me today. So let's say I have been speaking from past 10 to 15 minutes, but a lot of students, they have not developed a kind of listening ability over the period of time, because of which they will not really be able to come up with key takeaway notes, or maybe they will not be able to grasp what the other person might be able to. So these are the kind of opportunities to leverage we have, wherein you can definitely work on a lot of skills as well. If we see, teachers will have started to innovate and experiment with these online tools, and may want to continue online pedagogies as well as a result of all this, which is very much exciting, because even we industry-led people, we will also be able to engage with you and will be able to help you with the kind of questionnaire queries you guys have been coming up with the industry or howsoever. So teachers in school will definitely receive more respect, appreciation, and support for their important role in the society, and that is something that we have been able to see. So I think it will be easier to understand that schools aren't just building where students go to learn, and that teachers are irreplaceable. And there is something magic, I believe, about that in-person connection, that bond between teachers and the students, having the face-to-face connection with learning with the learners and being able to support them across their unique skills. That is very hard to replicate in a distance learning environment. Also, many students access critical resources at school, such as meals, clothing, and mental health support, that may not be as widely available at home. So, going ahead, talking about quality teaching and learning materials will be better curated and more widely used. Educators are definitely looking to other educators as well as trusted sources to help curate high quality online learning tools. At National Geographic, recently we have been able to see that they have curated collections for K-12 learners, the kindergarten to 12th class segment of the education edtech space. In the kind of a resource library, we can see Goldman Sachs, organizations like Goldman Sachs have been able to come up with more than 10,000 cases for women entrepreneurs, for the kind of skill enhancement of the young crowd out there, with a blend with Coursera, which has been the market leader in this. So teacher collaboration will grow and help improve learning. Definitely, this crisis will help us come together across boundaries, are the kind of opportunities to leverage. We would be remiss if we didn't take away a greater sense of empathy for each other. The idea that we can work together through anything from the crisis is this. I think it's an opportunity for the education sector to unite, forge connections across countries and continents, and truly share what works in a global way. I don't think prior to this crisis that we have been able to do this, and we will have missed a big opportunity if we don't try to do it. Are the kind of opportunities to leverage. So this is all from my side about the COVID-19 thing that we have been looking forward to. Also, I have a very insightful presentation for you guys to look forward to, wherein you guys will be able to get a glimpse of whether what are the kind of opportunities the people they can look forward to EdTech as an organization. So this is a recent presentation that I was able to come up with about online education in India 2021. It is basically a study by KPMG in India and Google, and it's not from now, but it's from the year 2017, and it's the kind of research and study that you guys would love to know and would love to get the insight from about the edtech as an industry. So any questions or queries that you guys have, because this is something that I'll be definitely sharing with you guys here on. But before we go ahead, I would just like to throw a little light on my organization uh, about okay, so about Byju's as an organization, about Jaro Education, about Jaro Top Scholars as an organization. So yes, definitely our business is also getting affected because a lot of population in India, if we see, is struggling with the kind of daily wages that they have been able to earn before. So yes, hiring has been stopped since we have to make a cushion for ourselves to maybe invest in the coming time on the kind of courses or the kind of strategies that we have to provide. Apart from this, the sales has taken a toll because a lot of people in India, as of now, they are actually trying to save their amount, can say, so that they can invest it into better things, or maybe they can keep it for their daily living, their daily livelihoods. So, because of which the use of online education has taken a toll, can say. But on the other side, a lot of students who have been going to the colleges have been looking forward to upskill themselves through the kind of online education there is in place. So that is also something that we can look forward to, because I'm sure even I am pursuing an online course as of now. I'm sure a lot of you amongst you must be also pursuing some online education course. So edtech as an industry, health as an industry, and finance as an industries are the kind of industry that have come in the green zone, we can say, after the epidemic. And many other industries like manufacturing have taken a toll, is what I have to add. Is all from my side. So any questions, queries, anything that you guys would like to ask me about the kind of experience I've had in the industry, or anything that you have a doubt on in the edtech that is going to be faced post pandemic, that you guys would like to ask. Thank you. So, guys, I believe, I mean, definitely, I'm a recent postgraduate. I recently completed my MBA from University of Petroleum in the year 2018. So I know very much where you guys are standing right now and what are the kind of things that you guys are looking forward to, or howsoever it is. But believe me, at this point in time, we don't have the clarity about the industry to whether how we will be looking forward to things, or how they should be. Uh, what I have missed in those times were these kind of webinars or engagement uh, conducted sessions from our teachers, from our training and placement officer, from the authorities of our college, to make sure that the students are learning. But I understand that we be into a lethargic, more lazy kind of an attitude towards the same, and we take it. We should, I believe, we should leverage it. We should know how to articulate things. So if you have any questions, any queries, you guys are most welcome. Definitely, I'll be sharing the same presentation with you guys. It will be shared. It's a thorough presentation, a research being done by KPMG, which is of 56 slides. So I'm sure you guys will take some time, but once you guys will be through it, you will get to know about tech as an industry. About COVID-19, definitely, I have shared my glimpse, what my organization, the kind of challenges my organization is facing. Any questions, any queries you guys have in mind would like to.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. This is Shivani Rai.
Very good afternoon, Shivani.
Sir, I would like to ask one question related to recruitment process. So, sir,
Please.
what is your views on the changes in recruitment criteria post COVID-19? Sir, will there be any change?
Definitely, there is going to be a major change into the recruitment process by a lot of organizations, because, like I mentioned, the organizations, they will like to make a cushion for themselves to look forward to better strategies in the coming time, or maybe for at least this year survive. Or I mean, definitely, if you guys can see in the industry, there are a lack of job opportunities now, and be their right skill set, definitely you will be hired. And about it,
Yes, sir.
as of now, we have not really started to strategize the this year recruitment plan. As of now, we have not. But since we were looking forward to majorly hire a lot of internees as well, that has taken a toll. We have already recruited a lot of students. We will be looking forward to them joining us on board after post this pandemic. Some of them we have already made them join. We have made them join virtually, and their online training is going on through Zoom, and they are looking forward to their work as they can be, and their full-fledged training would be done once they will be joining us on board is how it is. So yes, definitely it will take a toll. I'm firm with the thing that you are concerned about the recruitment from various organizations out there. But I am a certain that a lot of organizations will also be encouraging the recruitment process for the students is how it is.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure, Shivani. Any other questions, guys?
Usually we keep the questions and answer round at the end of the session.
Mm-hmm. So this is we are on the verge of the closure, sir. And
Closing the session, right? Yeah.
yes, yes. So this was all
Sorry, sir.
from my side. This was all the kind of things that we have been facing, the kind of opportunities to leverage we have in the edtech industry. Anything that the students will like to know. So okay, so I have one question over here. It says, uh, okay, Karthik, you just wrote something to me. If you wish, you can speak it as well.
Might be some
No, I
issues with
mean
the
some
signal.
students they have been writing. Okay, I'll just read it
Hi, sir.
for everyone. Karthik Bali, right?
Hello. Hi, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I have a question that how will the demand disruptions impact you and how will you recover from its aftermath?
Right. So how will demand disruption impact us? So
Yes,
definitely
sir.
the demand of courses has gone up, which is
Yeah.
a positive sense for us. It
Yes, sir.
depends from industry to industry that we are catering. So let's say Jaro Education is into higher education.
Yes,
Byju's,
sir.
Jaro Top Scholars, they are into kindergarten to 12th class. So it
Yeah.
depends from industry to industry that we are looking forward to, the subset of the same education industry. So let's say talking about K-12, a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
students who are at home, they can be looking forward to the online education since they are not going any further to the schools as of now. So the
Mhm.
demand over there has taken a toll also taken. I mean, a lot of parents they want to invest in these kind of tablets wherein they can help their child to study online. But
Yes, sir.
due to the salary deficit, due to the financial deficit, they're not able to invest in this. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so the demand has come, definitely. Demand is there, so I will not deny that. Uh,
Okay.
Talking about the recovery from its aftermath, I believe, I mean, there is not much to recover from as an edtech industry because definitely the sales has taken a toll, the operations have taken a toll. We have never worked online, we have never been working from home. We have always been going to the organization, to the offices that we have set up.
Yes,
So
sir.
over there, if I talk about the business, it has taken a toll because a lot of people they have not been able to generate the sales, the kind of revenue generation that we look forward to after selling the kind of products that we have to the
Hmm.
market out there. That has taken a toll. But if I talk about the demand disruption, then the courses, the demand for them has been neutral. Some of them they have really who have been against it have been really into it, have been looking
Okay.
forward to a lot of courses,
Yes,
and
sir.
some of them who have the who are not very financially strong are not being able to enroll themselves into the same kind of courses. So I
Okay.
hope it solves your query.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
was it that
Thank
you
you.
were like sure.
Hi, sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Yeah, sir. Very good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon.
I am Muntazir Alam, sir. I have one question, sir. Do you
Please.
think that, sir, education industry will grow drastically in future due to COVID-19 pandemic?
Yes, I feel so. The demand of the kind of online education courses that has seen in this time with a lot of MNCs in place like Coursera, Udemy. I mean, many people have been looking forward to online education. Yes, there can be a difference in this. If we are not able to give them the kind of services they are looking forward to, then there can be an issue because then they can have a poor feedback about edtech as an organization and as an space. So yes, I feel with the coming time, the individuals, the working professionals in the industry will feel together how important online education as an space is.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Next question, please.
Any other questions, queries, sir? Anyone, any other questions, queries?
So I would like to ask on what basis you evaluate a fresher during an interview, or what characteristics you see while hiring a fresher who just have done PGDM.
Right. So okay, definitely I can share that. I believe you guys are looking forward to the cheat codes to getting recruited or something like it, which is very much not close to what we were discussing right now. So when an organization is looking forward to recruit a fresher, uh, we look forward to you guys being well aware of whether what you guys are looking forward to. So let's say you're sitting for a manufacturing company coming in place, you're sitting for a tech company coming in place. You should be well aware of whether what are you looking forward to. You should be well aware of the job description to whether what you will be looking forward to, and whether why will you like to get into it. uh, the skill sets nearby to it will do for us. So let's say if we are looking forward to a human resources recruitment role, so maybe if you have done an internship into recruitment will be a plus on it, and whether what kind of experience and the awareness or the knowledge you have about the same subject will be a plus on it. So maybe better communication skills, a better confidence, better energy in the interview are the kind of basic skills that we look forward to.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
The question was on behalf of Abhishek, one of our PGDM first year student.
Acha, okay. Okay.
Neha, you can continue with the second question also if the speakers are a bit hesitant. You can ask the second question.
Please.
The question by Shivani.
Please.
So she was asking about the some specific skills if a recruiter is looking for in a candidate, and I guess
Mm-hmm.
that is answered by sir in this question only.
Right. So definitely that has been answered by me. Answered by me. So any organization would like to have a confident personnel with them in their team who can definitely be a team player, who can definitely be spontaneous, be enthusiastic about the kind of opportunity they are looking forward to, be aware about it, have a conscious thinking will do for any organization is all from my side on to that question.
There is a small query. Will there be
Please,
any
sir.
change in the recruitment criteria post COVID-19?
So talking about the change in the recruitment criteria as of now have not been really worked on because as of now, majorly the organization, let it be any edtech organization, they would like to be stringent on the kind of parameters we have been having before. But certainly, so it depends to the kind of numbers that we are looking forward to. They can also take a toll. The criteria, I am not very sure because any organization would like to have the kind of students they have been hiring before. But I believe we should look forward to very good students coming in the in the coming time, because even the students, they will realize to whether how important for an individual it is to have the right skill sets to get a job, or to be on par at the kind of job responsibilities they have. So I believe in this time, when the students, they have gotten ample of time to work on their skill sets, they will come up with better results and better work being done on themselves, and that is what the organizations, they would be liking to look forward to. So let's say, if we were recruiting, let's say, 100 students before, maybe we will be recruiting 50 this time. So 50, these people, they have to be best amongst, let's say, 200, 400 students. So that is definitely going to be around the industry. I like to be very candid over here. I will like to be very upfront about this thing. But yet, I believe the organizations, they have not really worked on the kind of hiring strategies or the kind of time period that we'll like to start the hiring from. We have not really decided on it. As of now, the major of the time, the hours are being spent into the operations, to whether how help the employees to work from their home, how we can actually look forward to maximizing the kind of revenue, and or maybe sustain, is how it is actually working out as of now. So coming up with a new model of, a lot of pedagogies have been worked on as of now.
Yeah, Rishabh.
Yes, sir.
I'm Dr. Mehta from Professor HR here in the college.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice hearing and
Please.
listening to your talk. And the point is that
Thank you so much,
number of time, the students have an issue regarding their specialization and where they are going. With the e-technology and the globalization and all things, there are a thing known as the hanging profiles. A student who's doing chemical engineering is now running an insurance company. A guy doing something else is doing something else. These
Definitely.
students need to be told about it. I'd like to have your views on it, that there's nothing known as, they should understand the business as a whole, and not that if they studied a module or two extra on marketing, they become specialists. They feel very upset when they go, when the companies make them move around from HR to logistics and logistics to finance. They get upset that, sir, I am doing job which is not my profile for which I have come. Would you like to throw light on this for them?
Sure, sir, sure. So, very, very right question asked from sir, and I would really like to speak on this, because I also, being a fresher, I have been into sales, I have been into corporate sales, then I have been into recruitment, I have been to campuses. I understand that part, but at the end, what I believe, guys, and sir, is the kind of value addition or the value proposition that you do to the organizations out there. I believe so. Let's say you stand at a campus recruiter role, or you stand at a sales role. What is the kind of value that you are able to generate in the current role? Is the kind of story that you will be telling to the different organizations, as how it works, is what I believe. So when you look forward to going to different organizations, or maybe telling your child about the kind of experience you have had, these are the kind of stories that you will be telling them, that whether how you were able to build a value in the same role. So definitely the time as of now is, I am not very sure on this, but a lot of students we will see, sir, that are passionate about one profile. Let's say they are very much passionate about sales as a profile, and then their organization is putting them into some other role, and they will go very stringent on it. So I believe the mindset should be very much on the basis to whether what kind of value are they able to create and add to the organization's expectations from you, is how it should be.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption, that they should, after all, it is not where they are joining, they will remain there throughout the life. As you keep growing up in service, you will keep moving from the technological skill to administrative skills and to conceptual skills accordingly. So there's no harm to understand the business. In our college, we do not emphasize anything known as specialization. We tell them study the entire business as a whole, so that you understand the whole business. You are not a neurologist or something.
Yes,
that's the point.
understanding the business is more important.
Yeah, understanding the business is more important. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yes, sure. So on the same thing, I would also like to mention, like, if we look at the early age startups these days, let's say we talk about Zomato, right? So even when Zomato started, they started up with only 5 to 10 employees, and major of them, they had, let's say, IIT pass outs or maybe IIMs pass out. So they had to. I was recently going through a video online on YouTube by this individual. His name is Saurabh Sen Gupta. He's an ex IIM Calcutta pass out, and he is working as the VP sales of Zomato. So even he shares that in his early days of Zomato, he was going at Kolaba to different restaurants to get them on board. So it's all from the scratch, and every work is a work. It's how you are able to understand the business and the kind of value that you are able to create is what the students they should understand and should work on the kind of skill sets that the industry is looking forward to so that we can leverage it. And definitely, if you are able to articulate it, I believe the leveraging would become very much easy. Thank you so much, sir. Any other questions, queries that anyone would like to ask?
Hello, Rishabh
Next.
sir.
Yes, yes.
Rishabh sir, this is Tanav, and I do have a question. How
Please.
how is Jaro Education reaching out to the prospective student who may be willing but lack necessary infrastructure?
Right. So as of now, with the help of Jio coming into the telecom industry from 45 million users, now we have over a billion users who are active on the internet, who are having the internet as of now. So helping them with the kind of kindergarten to 12th class solutions for a student sitting maybe into a village, uh, getting the kindergarten to 12th class thing is what it is about. Talking about Jaro Education as an organization, guys, we are majorly into higher education. So we are targeting the working professionals in the industry, right? And Jaro Top Scholars is a recently launched vertical under Jaro Education. It's a newborn baby. We started off with it last year itself, and as of now, we are only holding the operations of the same in Mumbai as a location and Delhi NCR. And Delhi NCR also we started just like 2 months back. So if we are talking about helping the students who are sitting in the remote locations and helping them with the kind of infrastructure, a better infrastructure to look forward to, that is something that the organization, my current organization, Jaro Education, is not really working on to, right? But with the kind of growth in the internet penetration that we can see, like we have over a billion users now who have internet access, we'll definitely come up with the kind of solutions. Reliance is also looking forward to invest a lot of amount into the edtech industry, and a lot of organizations are coming up that we can definitely see in the coming time will be shaping the future of the traditional education system. Or that is all from my side.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Next question, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very
Shani
good
this side.
afternoon.
Yeah, we welcome you again. I wanted to ask that basically Jaro looks in which profile mostly? As when you have came earlier to our campus, it was specially for the sales team, sales profile, right? If I'm not wrong. So,
Right.
does it only focus on sales profile, or does it have any other profile also? They want to
Right.
experience.
So for the initial process, we only look forward to hiring for the we hire for both the HR recruitment profile and the sales profile with us. Going further, you can look forward to various profiles wherein you can exploit yourself. It depends on to your performance within the organization. We have in-house um, training sessions that you will be going through. It will be depending on the kind of performance that you are doing, and hence you will be looking forward to better profiles like the corporate sales profile that I was taken ahead about after my 5 months of experience on the same role. So that is how it works. So when we look forward to hiring for the very niche time, for the very initial time, we look forward to hiring you guys for the HR recruitment role that we have. For this HR recruitment role, you must have, let's say, 3 months to 6 months of recruitment experience during your internship, and that is how it works. Apart from this, we have the same B2C sales profile that we look forward to hiring you guys for, which is the same sales profile that you just mentioned.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon.
I would like I would like to ask if the edtech companies have seen a rise in revenue during the lockdown.
Sorry, if you can please repeat the same for me.
I would like to ask if the edtech companies have seen a rise in revenue during the lockdown.
No, we have. I mean, about Jaro Education, if we say no, we have not really seen a very uh, good increase in the kind of revenue that we have been looking forward to. Definitely, every business is affected during the same pandemic, and that goes for any edtech organization out there, because we were not really prepared for the kind of uh, activity, or for the kind of uh, pandemic that we have all been facing these days. So definitely you cannot look forward to a better revenue in these times. Yes, if we would have been prepared about it, and like now when we are working on it, if we would have been prepared before as well, I believe we would have been able to be on par.
And one more question, sir. How the counselor must be dealing during this lockdown period?
A counselor in the sense an education counselor?
Education counselor or
Right.
associate.
Right. So they have been given the data, let's say for the basic sales profile, you look forward to getting the data from our side. So even when you're sitting at home, we'll be helping you with the same data. You can definitely get in touch through cold calling with these kind of working professionals out there, and look forward to engaging through same Google Meet platform or maybe Zoom call. They can counsel the same person and enroll them into the kind of courses that we have with us.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right.
Okay, last question of the day. Else we will move towards the closure session.
Hello.
Hello, please tell me.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I have one question. Sir, I want to ask that how will your organization ensure the well-being of your people and the safety of your productive assets in the event of this pandemic? Na?
Right. So, about the health and safety of our employees, we are not really letting them indulge into any kind of activities wherein they have to step out of their home or maybe come to the offices. So
Okay.
maybe post pandemic, we'll be looking forward to the kind of safety measures that have recently been out from WHO as an organization as well, wherein you have to use the sanitizers. A lot of uh, healthy and safety measures will definitely be incumbent in the department, in the organizations, is how it is. So on daily basis, we are sanitizing each and every of the assets that we have in the organization, pan India. And yes, majorly we'll be looking forward to helping the employees so that they can work from home till the time this really ends, is how it is. So we are planning about it till the month of, let's say, July, is how it is. And let's see there on how we'll be able to shape things up.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, it was a wonderful day. They had many queries. Something might be
Sure.
beyond your expectations also. Okay.
That's fine.
Yes,
Thank you
Rupa,
so much,
please
sir.
take over the session.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I, Rupa Singh of PG1, on behalf of JKBS School, would like to thank our guest speaker of the day under leadership talk, Mr. Rishabh Virmani, for your valuable session and inspiring words. Also, I would thank to our director, sir, Dean ma'am, faculty, and other staff members for having such an interactive session. In such a short time, you have made us learn and understand that how online education is important for us in this pandemic situation, how the EdTech is in COVID-19, which are helping the student to improve their outcomes. The major change in recruitment process after this lockdown. Besides this all, you have mentioned if the student is having the right skill, he will definitely get the opportunity. And the one thing I would really important for all of us in this that you have mentioned, this is the opportunity for education sector to unite and cooperate each other. At last, once again, we heartiest thanks to our sir. Soon we would like to see you in after the lockdown. At last, I also thanks to our CRC department for organizing such a fruitful session for us. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
sir, for
sir,
the
for
platform to
having.
have a word with these.